You're tuned into Taiwan Grooves. Let's explore the local music scene.
On the order of local authorities. Be suspicious of persons.
Good afternoon, dear listeners, and welcome back to Taiwan Grooves. You're tuning into the second part of our interview with Jackie, who goes by the stage name of Alec Orachi. For those of you just coming in and did not hear the previous episode, we talked about his origin, why are his performances and image influenced by construction workers, what is his favorite song, and about his musical expression in English and Thai. The intro song of the episode was Together All Day All Night, which he also picked as his favorite song when I asked him what his favorite song would be in the last episode. Before we jump into the interview, let me tell you something about this artist. Alec Orachi is independent Thai artist, storyteller, and self-proclaimed cultural ambassador. His music and persona invites people to join him in creating a better world. He was in Taipei on September 27th for the weekend to join the Chill Out Festival, and that's where I had the chance to see his performance. And a couple days later, he stopped by at the station to be interviewed. So without further ado, please welcome Alec Orachi. Alright, so your second time in Taiwan. Did you also have the chance to go elsewhere to perform outside of Thailand and Taiwan?
Oh, like I just went to China, like
Wow.
6 shows there. Yeah.
All right. Did you have any, if you were to compare your own home
Mm.
and then these two places, to like perform?
At home, like I make music based in Thailand, so people know me more
Right.
in Thailand. So you kind of have that like, oh, when you get on the stage, they know you and they'll sort of go along with you. But when you go to China, when you go to a new country, it's like they don't know who you are. So it was definitely an adjustment at the start. Like
it's a little challenge too.
yeah, very challenging.
Persuade,
Because we went in with the same set from Thailand, but when we start the first show, we realized, oh, it doesn't work like that.
So I'm curious, what did you have to adjust in terms of the way you perform or like the song list?
Yeah, the song list and the whole vibe, the whole concept. Like, because in Thailand, I perform with more like a storyline, play like theater like performance.
Right.
You know, I do that a lot.
So you give the whole background story, everything.
Yeah, and like kind of go into the story. But first show in China, we realized like with some of the language barriers, they don't know who you are. They don't not trying to hear you say. Like it should just
more music.
Yeah. It should just be for music. So music. So we adjust the song list. And towards the last show, it was this new set that we had, and this is what we play here in Taiwan too. So that's that journey again.
Well, all right. Now you have more experience to like tackle another show.
Yeah. We also play in Japan a little bit in Fukuoka.
Awesome.
Yeah, this year is only that. But 2 years ago we played in Taiwan, a little bit in Singapore. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Not that many, but
no, that's quite a lot.
Yeah.
Some people never make it out of country,
Yeah.
So you're already.
Yeah. But we feel very lucky.
Yeah.
Very lucky.
For my next question, I would like to know, as a band, can you recall out of all these performances or even back at your home, do you have a one that really stands out that was very memorable because everybody went crazy or it moved you the most or something that, I mean, every show is kind of different and unique and all that, but do you have the one that really comes to mind first?
I think there's two that comes up right now, but I want to speak on this one. There's this show I did in Maharasop last year. I don't know if you know Maharasop Festival. It's this festival in Thailand that brings artists that's not in the mainstream market,
Okay.
But they'll bring international big artists like they're bringing Always, Idols, Mono.
Elephant Gym. All right.
Yeah, they just bring in like
more underground,
yeah,
indie,
yeah,
independent label people.
Yeah,
but still kind of bigger.
Yeah.
But you don't hear them every day on the radio.
Yeah. Right. And it's this like good festival for me, like it's, and the people that goes there, they really goes for the music, and some people don't know the band, like I don't know some other bands, but we go to explore, and there's DJ and stuff, blah blah blah. But I play first 2 years ago at Maharsop on the stage, but it was last year performance that I really remembered because I wasn't on the lineup because I already played, but they put me on this like secret show in the festival at this like small stage with these thin speakers, just not a proper speakers.
Okay.
But I just had this picture in my head that I'm gonna kill this show, like, cause they don't know I'm gonna be there, so like I'm gonna really kill this. So when we there, like, but I had my whole band there, no real drums, just like electric drums. And yeah, we gathered the crowd that didn't know that we were gonna be there. So it was really a memorable moment. It's like you're going to war. Because we had, on the big stage, we had like Atarashi Gakko, it's like this Japanese girl group bands with the new...
Oh, I think I know. Yeah.
Like,
okay.
Like their energy is crazy, and the big stage, so many people. And I told my band, like, bro, as soon as when they end, we're gonna start and we're gonna go all in, like
walk everybody
we're
from
gonna
there.
go
they're
to
ready
war.
To.
Yeah, I'm like, we're gonna get them here. That's our mission, all right? So I, hype them up, and then when they stop, they finish, people walking, and we just like bang start, and gather the crowd in this small stage. And I remember that. Like, it's a good moment.
Awesome. Going beyond expectations.
Yeah. It was fun, and then I had these yellow hats that I was throwing away, Yeah, and after the show, like, people come buy the hats and they wear it in the festival, and it was a good vibe. And I remember that, man. It's the feelings, like, you the secret, you the hidden gems there, and you wanted to make a name for yourself, something like that. So it was,
successfully then.
Yeah,
because you're competing, with big stage,
yeah,
big names, and suddenly you're like, you know what, I need to
yeah, it was
I need
fun.
to sell myself.
Yeah, it was fun to challenge yourself. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we're gonna go to war. Like, it's a memorable moment.
Mm.
But also, there's this other show in Thailand in this festival. It's called Phang Chai Jat 10 years. It's like an anniversary for this Thai music organizer or whatever.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's a big stage, also a big crowd. I don't know how many people, but it was a big crowd. And it was the first time people like started a march for me. Not a march, but a train.
Yeah,
They going around in a train, on this one of my song. And yeah, like so long. I never seen it at my show, so it's really crazy.
Mm.
Maybe about 100 shoulder to shoulder, like touching each other, going to a train. And when the beat drops, they just like, like, yeah, that was some memories. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was really, I remember those.
I
Yeah.
bet that's good to experience.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, this is happening.
Yeah,
We made it happen.
we couldn't believe. So like, yeah, it was happy. The
Mhm.
energy was there. Yeah, that's
Good.
what matters.
Oh yeah. Do you guys have any, when you perform, it's safe to assume that you have performed over, I don't know, 20, 30 times live now. Do you have any specific way to approach your performance? Like, besides the costumes, do you have any ritual, anything that you want to keep as part of every performance? You said there's some storytelling if it's back home.
Mm-mm.
Anything else that you kind of need to do? Could be personal, not as a band. Like, you need to
Right.
warm up in specific kind. You need to have, I don't know, 2 beers. You need to do this.
Right.
Anything?
I think it would just be we huddle up before we go on the show. We do that a lot. Just
So
speak, yeah.
Pep talk, locker room.
Prep talk. The at Chill Out Festival. It was the first time that I was prepared for prep talk. Before I wasn't.
Coach.
Yeah. Before I wasn't prepared. I was just like go with the flow, blah blah blah. But this time I was like, okay, I prepared. I written.
Nice.
Didn't put it down, but I written. But I remember what it is, and like kind of like a coach
Yeah.
telling their players, come on, we gotta, get these
It's
people
our time
up.
to
Yeah,
shine.
it's our time. It's like, we gotta give them the feelings, I'm all about these feelings. Like, I want to touch them,
Yeah.
So I want you guys to understand what we're doing here. We're gonna have fun, but they gotta have fun more than us.
Yeah.
So, we gotta, whatever,
You need to make it.
Yeah, so when we do this prep talk, after that, we just like, we say go, like really loud.
Mm.
And yeah, that's something I want to keep.
Mhm.
Sure, like brings the energy, and then
Yeah.
we hug each other,
Yeah.
and then we like, come on, like, prep talk.
I'm pretty sure it helps. It's kind of like, brings the adrenaline to you.
Yeah,
You get really hyped up and you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, let's do it.
yeah, and the anxiety we have, like, it's gone in that
Diminishes,
moment.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Very good.
So it's,
Very good, very good. All right, I'll be interested if you were to describe, because you've been back home for a while now, could you introduce to me and to the listeners perhaps the music industry in Thailand? Like, is there something you see, a trend growing, something that could be adjusted or like became better, just because now you're part of the industry. So could you enlighten us with like few sentences, like this is how the industry is?
I don't put myself in the industry too much, but from what I know is, I don't know, I don't even know too much.
No worries. I mean, you don't have to be like too much part of it, but you're on the scene now. You're making music.
Right.
Let me ask, like, do you see people like you, bands, like, let's say independent, becoming more visible
Right.
than as
Yeah.
opposed to like too many mainstream?
I think people starting to, they open for new artists.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's still bands that are from big labels that, they'll push them bands more, and people into that, like, traditionally, like, they into this kind of music since a very long time,
Yeah.
like, and it never changed.
Yeah.
Hip-hop comes into the picture more, and there's people who's into hip-hop more, but this kind of pop music that we have in Thailand, it still stays. After 30 years, you still hear the same band from 30 years ago still headlining some festival in Thailand. Yeah, which is really weird. And the big festival for the mainstream audience, they don't push like new artists too much.
Yeah. I guess it's a way to attract people as well, I'm guessing. Yes, you see this name and they're like, oh, yeah, they're gonna be there.
Yeah. So, but as I started to drop this single this year, I started to see like, people like try more with me, give me opportunity to, they open to like, ooh, what is this sound that you pushing out? Like, we never hear it, but it's interesting, you know. They starting to
Like explore there.
they started to explore more,
Range.
and so there's a trend. I think it's just takes time to really
Yeah.
get
I mean,
into
you
the
already
music.
mentioned that there was the festival that doesn't bring like too much mainstream things. So
Yeah.
that's already one step, you know, see
Yeah,
it
yeah,
happening. All right, then if I were to ask, like, does your country help musicians in some way? Because like I had guys from Malaysia to come here,
Mm.
and they said that they see Taiwanese market as more helpful towards musicians. Like they give more competitions, subsidies. The government helps you to make an album.
Right.
Does
We government don't do that for us.
Mm.
I think we help ourselves.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think government don't do nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, but the people in the scene, we help each other. Like, oh, you want this? Can you help us lower the price? Something like that, you know,
Yeah.
so we can get up together,
Mm.
something like that. Yeah,
That's good.
we have that.
That's
So
awesome.
the people help each other, you know.
The sense of community, because like
Yeah,
it's tough business sometimes to be a musician, and people sometimes will like step on each other just to get
Yeah.
up. So
and
it's good to hear.
the community is, I wouldn't say as strong as like if we compare to like Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
You know that like people in the community really help each other in any kind of community. But in Thailand, I think that's where I want it to be, and I kind of like who I work with, the people that I meet. You know, I trying to connect with each other, like build this sense of community more, and a lot more people are starting to do that in Thailand.
Mhm.
So it's a good leap towards something really special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Keep
Yeah,
it up
yeah.
for sure. Yeah. All right, you already kind of answered this, but I'm curious if you have another memory of that. So, do you have any specific positive or career-changing interaction with fans? So, one was let's say, the train. That's a beautiful image. You know, everybody going at it. But do you perhaps have something more personal, like somebody shaking your hand and saying, "Wow, this was very good for me," or like they found themselves in your song, something that really stood out?
There's a lot of those. There's a lot of those.
That's
too.
awesome.
Yeah, I remember maybe one of the fans come and shake the hands and tell us, your song really inspired me, and inspired by what you're saying for the for the people or whatever, you know, that is something. And also there's this one event where the fan come up on the stage to like dance with us, and we found out later it was his birthday. So he was like, his girlfriend was like pushing him on the stage, and we like, oh come, it was the last song of the show, and like he come dance on the stage, and after he just like, oh, it means so much. He started crying, like it means so much that you do this, like you my favorite artist, whatever, you know.
So beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
You
really,
made his day. You made his birthday really special.
Yeah, like that was special too. Yeah. I'm saying, but I think with every interaction I have with the fan is something, you know.
Yeah.
You always exchange that energy, so I feel almost every interaction. Yeah. And when they wear the hat, I even feel more, you know. When they wear the hat to like, they tell me like, oh, I bought the hat and I wear it like riding the bike. You know, so I was like, I'm proud. I'm like, oh man, I'm proud, man. That
he's wearing the image of the band.
Yeah, like this product is do something good for your life. Like,
yeah.
So I appreciate that. Yeah.
It's very nice.
But,
see, before it was 20 people. Now it's
I always grateful for like the fans' interaction and you know what they speak. So I think every one of them is really, nothing really stood out too much.
Right, because it's all very good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all just like it's fulfilling feelings. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, let's do one last question. A quick one before last question.
Yeah.
Some of the hurdles you had to face as a band or as your single project. Do you remember something that really was like, oh shoot, this is gonna be a tough one to get through, whether it has to do with external condition or your inner thing, kind of like a...
I think it's just working with people more, you know, working with different kind of people. It's more inner things like that ego of you that you're like, oh, I want it to be this way.
Right.
But then you work with outsiders that like, oh, they want it to be that way. So it's kind of like
finding the middle ground.
Yeah, finding the middle ground, compromising. I think that's really challenging. Yeah. It's those moments.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, but
makes sense.
as it comes toward the results, you started to like, oh, okay, that's, you know, I'm glad we find the middle ground.
Yeah.
We're not just like giving up on each other.
Yeah.
Like, stop that. Like, we don't want to, those moments. Yeah.
Okay. And very last question. if you were to pass on an advice, words of wisdom, anything, any suggestion for future aspiring musician, or perhaps to your past self that you would listen to and you'd be like, hey, remember this, blah, 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 blah. What would that be?
Just enjoy the journey. Yeah, learning, step by step, no need to rush it. Just, you find your own way into doing things.
Wonderful.
It's a big world, so live it. Sabai. Sabai.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And that's all the content we have to offer you guys for this episode. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed Alec Orachi's journey and some of his music. I highly recommend you go check out his music under the name Alec, Alecorochi, on all streaming platforms. And as always, there's one more song to be enjoyed together before we part. So the song is called Ko Sing Ko Try and is by the talented and versatile artist called Alec Orachi. You guys have a lovely week and come back next week for some jazz. Bye bye.
Yes, baby. Oh, yes. Ooh. Yes, baby. I like that. Ooh, I like that. That I like too. Yes, I like you. Come on. ปากมันร้องโอ้ยโยโยโยขอลองมานั่งขอลองลองหน่อยไม่ต้องพูดศักดิ์ศรีมีดีมีดีกรีและเล่นปากท้อง Come on ladies and gentlemen I love you baby I'm ready to war with fire prostitute Come here my daddy do ระวังน้องๆหนูๆอ่ะมันนี่เซมันนี่โอ้ Show us what you need Respect indeed อาหารประเสริฐชีวิตให้กินแค่เป็นกำลังใจให้พวกพ้องชาวไทยเสร็จเลขเข้ามาเอาเพิ่มที่หายใจหน่อยเลิกวันยามดีไว้เวทพรุ่งนี้ I understand you เพื่อนพ้องdon't be เกรงใจไม่ต้องท้อถอยไปแบบท้อถอยสบาย enjoy the ทางไม่เห็นเป็นไรไม่เรียกร้องหรือตะโกนพร้อมนะจะกระโจนอย่าเข้ามาดูเปรียบเพราะถ้าไม่มีเราแล้วคุณจะเสียใจ with fire prostitute come here my daddy do ระวังน้องๆหนูๆมันนี่เซมันนี่โอ้ show us what you need respect indeed อาหารประเสริฐชีวิตให้กินแค่ปากมันร้องมันนี่เซปากมันร้องมันนี่เซ Come on yes มันนี่รู้หรือเปล่าก็ทำทำไมกูไม่รู้เอ้าหลังมาพูดมัน you know everything จะมาดิสกันทำไมสารวัตรเป็นโป๊อัน1 2 3 shake pose เอาเวลาจะสร้างเรื่องสร้างราวแล้วมาแปลเพราะเขาไม่อินสปายปัญหาเนี่ยอยู่ที่ปอดอยู่ที่ตับจะขยับไปทำไมกันที่เข่าผิดจุดแต่ละอุกเกียกเขาไม่รับฟังคนไม่มีเราทำไมเธอไม่ว่านอนสอนง่ายถ้าสอนง่ายก็ชิบหายมีพลังก็ต้องใช้เดี๋ยวก็ตายจะว่าก็พูดไปเถอะ I just wanna ชวนอยู่มาสนุก Hey fire prostitute Come here my daddy ระวังน้องมันนี่เซมันนี่โอ้ Show us what you need little baby มันต้องคิดเยอะแยะCome on ให้กินแค่Glow with fire prostitute Come here my daddy ระวังน้องมันนี่เซมันนี่Show us what you need
You're tuning in to Radio Taiwan International, Taiwan's national broadcaster. Here at RTI, we have a range of entertaining and informative content for you to enjoy. You can find all of our content on our website at en.rti.org.tw. That's en.rti.org.tw for news, shows, and more. We're also on shortwave radio. If you're residing in South Asia, we broadcast from 1600 to 1700 UTC at 9405 kilohertz. From all of us here at RTI, we wish you a lovely day.
Hey, it's Michelle, your host of Geek Out, where you can listen in on people's passions in Taiwan and around the world every Thursday. What's your cup of tea, tickles your fancy, or floats your boat? Geek Out guests get up close and personal on topics from Dungeons & Dragons to mental health awareness to herpetology, and so much more. Thanks for listening to Radio Taiwan International. Check out Geek Out and a plethora of other awesome shows on the website at en.rti.org.tw. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. See you there!